Hello everyone. Let's start with the series of Java programming. I will create one folder on D drive to store the demos that I implement. So suppose on D drive I create folder with name Java demos and I will store my programs in this folder. I will make use of Eclipse IDE. I have the Eclipse Neon. So I will make use of Eclipse IDE for the implementation of the code. You can make use of either Eclipse or STS is also there, string tool suite, which is used specifically for Spring framework related applications. But since as of now we are dealing with the simple console based core Java programs, we will be using the Eclipse Neon. Now here I am launching the Eclipse and it is asking me the location for the workspace. So I will browse for the folder that I had created. So I have created this Java demo. So I will select this and then I will click on OK to launch the Eclipse. So it will take some time to launch the Eclipse. After the Eclipse is launched, we will create the project, and in the project we will add the class tester class with main method, and there we will write the code. So here onto the top right corner workbench is there. So first I will click on this workbench and now I will create the project. So before you create the project, first check the perspective. So here on the top right corner there is a button which is open perspective. So I will click on that, and in this list I will select the Java perspective. So for core Java programming, you will select the Java perspective. And now I will create the project. So how to create a project in Eclipse? There is a file menu. Under file menu you have the new option. Under new option, Java project is the option. Now there are different types of projects that you can create. You can either create simple Java project, or you can create a Maven project, or you can also create dynamic web project for some web application. So depending on the type of the application, you need to select the appropriate type of projects. So here I will select file new Java project and I will give some name, say first project. Here it will show the JDK which is being used. So for me JDK 1.8 is installed. So I will not make any change in the settings. I will simply click on next, and then again after that I will click on finish. So this project is created on the left hand side, which is shown under the package explorer. If I open that, I have the src folder there. So I will write the source files under the src folder. I will put the source files under the src folder. So now let's right click on the project name and then let's go to the new option under that class. So I will create a new class. Name of the class can be anything. You can write a tester class, or you can write a demo class, or some class which is say first app. So I write this class. Now I want the main method under that class. So I will check out this box. This will provide the empty implementation of the main method. Otherwise you have to write that public static void main on your own. Now if I click on finish, you will find that the main method is there, which is which is already implemented. It is giving the empty implementation of that. You need to write your code here. So before I write the code, let me increase the font size. So how to increase the font size in Eclipse? If you want to increase the font size, you need to go to the window option, window menu. Under window menu, preferences option is there. So go to the preferences, then under general tag, appearance tag is there. Under that, color fonts. Now there are different types of fonts, out of which I want to change the size of the text font. So I will select that text font and then I will click on edit here, and let me select say 16 or 18. So let's go for the 18, and now the size has been increased. So now let's write the code here. So if I want to perform the console output operation, then system.out.println, for that sysout. I will write sysout, and there is a shortcut which is control space. Now in Eclipse you have two different shortcuts. One is control space and other is control click. Now these shortcuts are very useful. So control space is for autocomplete. So here if I say control space, it will autocomplete that system.out.println, and here I will print the text that I want. So hello world. Now this is the first program, which is hello world program. Now if I want to run that, how to run that? You have multiple options. Again, you can go to the run menu. Under that, first option is run. Shortcut for that is control F11. So you can go for this option, or you also have this run option available on the on your panel, which is there onto the top. So you can click on this run button and it will run your project. So when the project is run, the output is there into the window at the bottom, which is console window. So this is how you will implement console output operation. So in this particular code, this system is the name of the class, out is the static object of print stream class, and println is a method. So you can go to the definition and you can explore these classes and methods on your own. So how to do that, I will explain that in some other video, but let's complete some console based program here. So this is console output operation that I have told you. Now how will I take some input from the user, that is console input operation. So if you want to perform the console input operation, then first of all you have to take the variables. So suppose I take two different variables a and b, which are integer variables, and for these variables I want to take the values from the user. So here I will print the message enter two numbers, and then I will scan the values of A and B. Now for that I will make use of scanner class. If you want to scan in Java, then there are multiple options. I will go for the scanner class. So I will create the object of the scanner class. So how to create that? Scanner sc equals to new scanner. So this is how we create the object. Now again I press control space. So I kept my cursor here after that scanner word and I said control space. I pressed control space and it has automatically imported that scanner class from java.util.scanner. So that is the use of the shortcut control space. Now I will say a equals to sc dot next int. Now these are the methods which are methods of the scanner class. So you will say you want to scan the integer value. So you will say sc dot next int, and whatever value is written by this sc dot next is next int, I will store that into the a variable. Similarly, I will say b equals to sc dot next int. So sc dot next int will scan the value from the console, and value will be stored inside the b variable. Now suppose I want to add these two numbers, then I will say int c, one more variable. I will declare equals to a plus b, and now let's print the value of c. So system.out.println, I will say addition is, and I want to print the value of c. So here I will say plus. Plus is a concatenation operator. So I want to concatenate the value of c to the string which is here. So this is how I will write, and now let's run the code. So suppose I run it from here, then it is asking me for entering two numbers. So here I will say 2, 4, and the addition is 6. So this is how you will implement the program of adding two numbers in Java. So we will implement few more programs which will demonstrate the basic syntax of Java, like if else, switch case, while, for, do while, all the loops. So we'll implement them one by one. Please stay tuned.